You're watching The Ugly Inside? Subscribe below.
Welcome to our big match preview. It's the FA Cup weekend third round, and before we get into it, I just want to thank everybody who has watched us over the past year. Some of you might be watching and think it's a case of deja vu because we're here where it very first started this time last year. And if it wasn't for you guys watching this and subscribing to the channel, whether you're a Saints fan or not, your contribution helped us grow as the channel. So Clive, let's talk about the FA Cup third round then, Norwich away. This time last season, we didn't have much of a good experience up there, did we?
No, we didn't. We didn't. It was freezing cold. We lost 1-0. Yeah, it wasn't a great game. What are we expecting right now? Spirits are pretty low right now. I think this is a good chance to lift it. Definitely a good chance to lift it, but I'm not expecting him to put a very strong team out. That's the problem. Norwich haven't had the best of times, but they've hit a little bit of form. I saw their goals against Derby. The goals were pretty impressive, to be fair to them. They haven't had a very good time, though. But my goodness, Saints are on a bit of a low ebb right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost sort of it's very disappointing to have coming off the back of the 3 results. It's almost unprecedented considering our success over the last 12 months. But let's talk about Norwich first of all. Then Nelson Oliveira scored a hat-trick last week. He's probably going to be the main man at Carrow Road on Saturday, and we're probably going to expect a lot of changes from the squad against Everton.
Yeah, we are, and the centre halves obviously is a big source of debate given the transfer speculation for both centre halves. So I think we're just going to have to wait and see what team we put out there. But Saints need to be prepared. If they're going to lose a player, they need to work quickly to get a player in. So
hopefully the management already has a plan of action to have somebody come in, but we're lacking goals at the moment. And where do you think the goals can come from on a Saturday? I wouldn't like an away replay down here.
Oh well, a replay wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It would be bad from the point of view of the fixture pile-up that we've got. But I think a lot of Saints fans are expecting to get beat at the weekend, sadly. And if we put a, shall we say, disjointed team out, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. I think the youngsters can perform well, but Norwich are decent. They're not the worst team in the bird, especially on their own patch. Yeah. Especially on their own patch, and they'll fancy this. Norwich will fancy this.
Yeah, it's almost sort of a mirror reflection of their recent form. They've won 3 in the last 12.
Yeah, they hit a bit of a dip. But looking at the game that I saw against Derby, their forward play was very slick. And Oliveira was bang on form. Maybe Saints should sign him.
We need a player like that right now. So that wraps it up then from us for the FA Cup third round preview. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Clive, a quick prediction. What's the score?
I think, sadly, it's going to be a glorious defeat, a bit like last year's third round. I think the youngsters will put up a good show. But sadly, I think Norwich will have just a bit too much for us on the day, and something like 3-2, 2-1, something like that. I'm really hoping we don't, because I love the FA Cup. I don't agree with the philosophy that you put a reserve team out in the FA Cup. I think it's totally wrong. Started by Sam Allardyce, started by Manchester United, withdrawing from the competition many years ago. Disgraceful behaviour, really. But unfortunately, a generation has now grown up completely used to that, and they'll expect a reserve team out on Saturday.
But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to check out our other match preview where we caught up from Jack from Talk Norwich City to give us a lowdown on the Canaries on Saturday afternoon, and subscribe for more.